But now one of the differences, this only works with the GameCube version of the game, so hope you like that version. And actually, another big thing, you can have 2-player right off the start, actually. And you can actually do the story mode multiplayer if you want, which is actually a really cool feature that regular Pikmin 2 should have had. But anyways, let's actually begin with our cutscene. Once I get rid of the starting soon on my screen. Boop. And get this up. And that. Bam. Let's begin. Now, this is a blind playthrough, but I have played the little bit of the game to figure out how everything's working, find a little bit of the differences to at least get prepared. So we're going to be playing on file log 3. Let's begin. Now, I'll admit, I actually haven't watched any of the cutscenes. Told Banker Omar went home to his family. This is Source Filmmaker, isn't it? Or Gary's... Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. That's a lot of money. Huh? Turkey. What? Oh no. What? Man, Pixar ain't got nothing on this. What's happening? What the hell is happening? By the way, that cursor isn't mine, this one's mine. So we're starting the Wisp of Wild, interesting. Well, we lost Olimar. He will be missed. Louis, you call that complete disaster piloting? Where did you learn to fly? Thanks to your flying skills, Olimar fell out of his cockpit. Who knows where he landed? Olimar was a much better pilot. He never crash-landed. Don't fucking lie, ship. This region seems rather familiar. We've explored here before. No, surely not. Wait, are those yellow Pikmin? You know, we sure do have good luck with them being so close by. Louis, I'm sure you know that you use your whistles when they join your side. What? Don't play games with me, Louis. You saw these same Pikmin on your last visit. I promise nothing bad will happen if you whistle them, okay? I gotta find a good ship voice. So yes, we're actually playing the GameCube version of Pikmin 2, which... If you remember my Pikmin 1 playthrough that I did with the GameCube version, I'm not a huge fan of the GameCube version of Pikmin. I really like the Wii version way better. But these controls are serviceable. By the way, a lot of the music is actually remixed from other Nintendo games, which is cool, or just original pieces in general, I believe. So try to keep your ear out to see if you recognize any songs. Well, nothing bad would happen now that you can use them to find new other menial work. You know, this is the first visit where we found red Pikmin before yellow Pikmin before red. Whatever the red ones could be. Thankfully, the door bulb orb still followed it just as fast. And I can see Olimar sitting over there. I recognize this song. Captain Louis, I just managed to reconnect to Olimar. He seems to be doing alright. Why do I have to call you Captain anyway? I miss back when Olimar was the captain. You fooled the president, but you weren't fooling me. If only he would listen to me. Olimar, are you alright? Falling so far like that couldn't have felt good. Well, at least that conveniently placed paper bag broke your fall. Speaking of paper bags, there's a big one blocking off from getting to us. You'll have to crush it with Pikmin so we can reunite. And over here. Olimar, it's the yellow onion. I sure hope it gives you a Pikmin seed like usual. Any second now. There we go, gave us one. I'm going to be reading a bunch of text right now. I apologize, we'll eventually have less. Oh dear God. Okay, it did. Oh, that's a relief. Wait, Olimar, what are you doing with your eyes? I thought that was Louis' thing. Well, it looks wrong when you do it, so please stop. Anyways, pluck that strap out and move on. Fucking computer, please piss off. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Please stop giving me YouTube notifications. Still no music yet. I forgot when we actually unlock music. There actually isn't much for Louis to do right now, but we can look around at Louis because we're back in the Whistle Wild. We're actually near where the end of the game was, actually, if you remember that, because the Dream Den was actually right over here, which is interesting to think about. So if you recognize the area, it's a little different. This was actually the impact site in the first game too. Just to refresh you on a little bit of the Pikmin, because I actually remixed the areas from Pikmin 1 to be the Pikmin 2 areas. Olimar, that Pikmin carried a pellet of onion and it sprouted a seed! What's that, Olimar? So what if you've been here twice already? This is very important info! Yeah, Louis could be listening. There we go. Now we get the actual Whistle Wild song, so I'm gonna actually shut up and let you all enjoy the song for a little, because it's actually really good. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good. Because also, actually, for a bit more fun trivia, this is actually my first ever ROM hack I've ever actually played. Because I've never learned how to do ROM hacks before, and this is my first one I actually played. So it makes sense for it to be me. Oh, no you don't. Give me that. Give me that back. Drop it. Drop it. And also get these other Pikmin on more things, too. Slackers, get to work. Hold on, this looks like one of the items we collected on our last journey here. This is right, I believe this was... I forget what it's called. I think it was like Pine Grenade or something. Or Shrapnel Blast or something, I forget what it's actually called. So, what the president said is true. After all the treasures we scavenged here last time, now we have to collect even more of them? Well, we have a lot of work to do, don't we? We better get moving with our collecting. Yeah, do be careful because of the momentum that you can actually get with some tosses in this game, which does actually lead to some pretty interesting, like, skips and, like, early things, but... Drop it. No. Drop it. Thankfully, because it is the first day, we can't actually die, which is good. We're just gonna get our units, and we're gonna go fuck up the spider real bad. I might end up doing some grinding off stream for some pikmin later, but we'll actually see about that in the future. Thankfully, the little dweevil over here can't actually hurt anyone. But it's also really heavy compared to what a lot of things were, because actually, a lot of the creatures and everything is actually significantly heavier than they used to be, because... Let me get over and show off the dwarf bolt board, because that's actually a lot heavier too. Instead of these things usually taking 3, now they take 5. That is kind of interesting to know. And we're going to be locked in here for a little bit because it's going to take 40 whole pikmin. And in fact, you want to feel really inadequate. $70 pikmin for this one. We're going to be quite a while before we unlock that shortcut. Thankfully, though, because this also is the GameCube version and it's Pikmin 2, you can actually throw Pikmin incredibly quickly. Getting real sick of these YouTube pop-ups on my computer. I might just have to disable that, because I'm getting kind of sick of declaring them. Olimar, Captain Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. You know, all of this feels rather familiar. Didn't we reunite the same way last time? Regardless, let's see what we can do now that we are all together again. Ba-ba-dum. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, we want to grow them first, and then we'll do the nectar thing. Because it is actually kind of important to talk about nectar. By the way, don't forget, actually pay attention to the music, because the music will actually subtly change based on what character you're playing as. Which is a really neat thing Pikmin 2 did that they really didn't have to do. So first up, before we actually carry back this pine cone, we're going to actually run over here real fast and actually grow some nectar. Because these are the same rocks we've seen in our first visit, so let's pay a little bit of attention. Thankfully, I don't believe the Pikmin will stop working if they do run into the nectar while working. but get ready to drop once everything's done, and grow, my Pikmin! But interestingly enough, they don't grow right to flower anymore. We're gonna drink that yellow nectar has matured! Hold on, should it become a flower Pikmin? This one's only a bud. The effects of nectar be weaker than usual? Very particular. This is actually a difficulty change I really like. I'll fully admit. Because really, it feels like you're kind of almost always only have flowers or leaves in Pikmin, in regular Pikmin. So having to grow them up a lot more also gives the flower Pikmin a lot more value, and you feel a lot worse if you lose their flowers. You know, granted, like, you do feel bad already, because it's like, oh great, now everything's a little slower, but it also feels like, oh, that's so much more work I have to now do to get them back to normal. I'm about to say, 325 over there, bring them up. I also really like the working song for Wistful Valley, so again, I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy this music. Probably help if I had my mic unmuted. I'm real smart. Although it is a matter from last time, I've decided that to give it a new name. There is no end to my treasure naming skills. Well, anyways, it's about time we head off now, isn't it? I mean, if you want to stay here and deal with the nocturnal creatures, be my guests. Is the Rawhack, please understand they weren't supposed to be here? Hopefully you all are enjoying this, because I'm enjoying this. I see you found one of the treasures you had collected last journey. Well done. Perhaps we really could somehow collect 20,000 Pokos. Good luck, Captain Louis. Tell me, Chew, that's dispute. I'm gonna let you all enjoy reading this for a second. I'll read these later out loud. Some of them once I'm done chewing, but I'm just kind of chewing food right now, so sorry.